If your company relies on cloud computing or licensed datasets to carry out research and development, there's a good chance that some of that spending qualifies for R&D tax relief. Since April 2023, HMRC has recognized cloud computing costs and data license costs as their own category of qualifying expenditure for accounting periods starting on or after that date. Before then, there was this strange gap. A huge amount of modern R&D depends on rented infrastructure and hosted data rather than on kit you actually own, and the rules hadn't caught up. So what counts in practice? A data license gives you access to a collection of digital data, like a machine learning team paying for access to a dataset to train a model. Cloud computing covers remote data storage, hosted hardware, and access to remote operating systems and software platforms. If your business is paying for either of these to support genuine R&D, it's worth looking at closely. The key test is that the cost had to be incurred directly in carrying out R&D that's resolving a scientific or technological uncertainty. It's not enough for the cost to simply be present in the background. It needs a direct link to the work that's pushing past the uncertainty. There are some clear exclusions too. If you're paying for a data license that also gives you the right to sell or share that data with third parties, that cost doesn't qualify. Costs that only support R&D indirectly, rather than being part of the R&D itself, are also excluded. And capital investment in infrastructure, actually buying hardware, falls outside this category too. This relief is specifically for rented or hosted services. Many businesses use the same cloud environment for R&D and for day-to-day operations, and that's absolutely fine. But it does mean you need to apportion the cost. HMRC will want to see how you've worked out that split. So keeping documentation on your methodology, and not just the final numbers, really matters if your claim is ever queried. And if you're wondering whether this applies to you under the newer schemes, the answer is yes. These rules apply just as much to the merged scheme as they do to the enhanced R&D intensive support scheme. In short, if cloud computing or data licensing is a real cost of your R&D, it's worth checking whether it's being captured properly in your claim. Getting the categorization and the apportionment right from the outset makes the whole process much smoother if HMRC ever asks questions.